Welcome back to the Birdhouse's Mock Draft Monday 18.0 on the Dynasty Rewind. And tonight, we are back in startup mode. That's right, 12 by 11, 0.75 tight end premium, 6 for a touchdown pass. And I'm joined, as always, by the fantasy nerd boy, the sleepy fantasy nerd boy, Mike Lamoureux.
I mean, I can be sleepy in the backstage, but I'm not going to be sleepy on stage right now. I'm looking at this lineup right here. I see Huncho in this lineup. Huncho, where you at? Get in the chat right now. Big Huncho, I need you in the chat. If you're watching, get in the chat right now. We got to talk some shit right now. Because honestly, I don't like seeing Huncho in here. I love seeing K-Wade. K-Wade was here last week. We're looking at Shimmy. Honestly, a lot of guys in Discord right now. But I got the fourth and fantasy guys in here, and I need you in here because I'm not putting belt to ass without talking to you a little bit before and after this right here. Huncho, yes. Get in the chat.
Yes, and we are joined once again by our guest from Thursday night on the DGen show tonight in the Birdhouse, his first appearance, Dynasty, Zach. How we doing tonight, Zach?
Appearance. I'm doing good. I'm ready to win this mock draft and make a lot of trades I'm not allowed to make.
Yes. Now, unfortunately, Zach, there is no trading in this mock. Now, you can throw out there what you would offer when you get to a certain
pick, for sure.
But in the end, you still have to make a selection. So enough about us. Let's get to the audience. We've got K-Wade on the clock at the 101. Here we go, K-Wade. It's all you. Take us away. He's going Josh Allen up top. I slid in at the 103. We've got Nerd Boy at the 105 and Zach bringing up the turn at the 112 and 201. We did do third round reversal. I don't know. How do you guys feel about it this year? It seems like more people are willing to go against the third round reversal. I'm pretty used to it myself, and I think there's like a top tier of 7. So I kind of still think it's a little relevant, but
I mean, I can see the vision for both sides, but I've been playing third round reversal for the last 10 years at this point,
Yeah.
So really it's become the norm as opposed to like when it first started out being a very difficult concept for a lot of people. I mean, honestly, the 112 with third round reversal is the sexiest spot for me. I don't mind because I don't go QB first in the first round in general. I mean, I might not go QB in the second round. I think that, my strategy the last 5 or 6 years has been fade QB, but it kind of goes either way now. I think, man, I mean, it's just the fact that there is such a flat line with quarterbacks after the first 3 or 4, as opposed to, years past where it was like you needed a top 10 quarterback to be a successful dynasty team. It's not as relevant as it used to be.
No, it's a little bit deeper at the quarterback position after the first tier.
Although I say that now, but I'm looking at Drake May at 105 and I got to go there. I'm sorry. I mean, it's just, even if I don't think he's going to be value,
sucked him right in.
To be at 105.
His dynasty value is 102. You know what I mean? Like when you're in a super flex dynasty league, people want that. Even if I would move him all day at this price, get him at the 105, move him from 102 price. Bang, bang.
Yes.
Drop it down.
Absolutely.
Skedaddle. Somebody used the term skedaddle to me today, and I want that in my vocabulary. I'm going to skedaddle. Skedaddle. I need more like doodle and daddle.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's like walking out of a room saying toodles.
I got a doodle, scoodle, skedaddle.
Well, we've skedaddled onto the 108, the top 7 so far. Allen, Bijan, Gibbs, then JSN, May, Chase, and Puka, the top 7 in my book. I don't know. You
pretty
guys.
Standard, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
really whatever order you want. So far, we're pretty standard.
This is chalk. There goes Amon Ra.
So 3 straight wideouts.
You know what? I mean, I don't know. I don't feel good about Jaden Daniels anywhere right here. And I love Jaden Daniels, but I'm looking at the ADP. He's going to go in the first round, I think.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I've seen him slip to the second. After Allen, it really is, for me at least, because, I mean, I like May, but he doesn't have the proven track record of Allen, right? So Lamar has a proven track record somewhat. But
Lamar also is regressed the last 2 to 3 years. So
that's where I'm like, there's Allen, and then there's like 7 or 8 guys that could finish QB2 this year. You know what I mean? And
it's wide open.
Really
you know,
tough.
I think Drake May getting AJ Brown at least puts him in the conversation for overall QB1 in fantasy. It's not necessarily a take that I have, but I can see the vision for a lot of people. I mean, there's a wide open door, you know, and I think especially if we see, like we talked about last week on Dynasty, where if Diggs comes back to New England, I just think that's you're looking at Booty, AJ Brown, Diggs, and then some variation of whatever you want to do.
That's if Booty stays. I mean, you bring Diggs back. I don't know.
I've seen a lot of rumors on Booty going elsewhere.
We got
Booty.
spice here.
I mean,
are you guys taking A-Chain over Jeremiah Love?
I don't think I am.
No,
I'm not
probably
doing
taking Love over Hampton as well.
I have Love over Genty.
I don't have Love over Genty. I can't go that high. I think
in Dynasty, I think I'm pretty much. I think Love just has a more of a Bijan set skill when we're looking at Genty being a straight line runner that doesn't necessarily hold the weight in the pass game. He's got pass catching chops, but he's not going to be considered like a Gibbs Bijan level pass catcher.
Bijan, he's not McCaffrey, but he could easily be out here like a Joe Mixon, where you get 60 to 70 targets a year and you get 40 to 50 catches.
I think Love is closer to Bijan than Genty is. That's just the reality of how I broke him down as a prospect. So I think I'm there, but you know, you could, I mean, Hampton Genty, you're two against Love. If you're trying to win money, it's not a bad move, but I don't like to play Dynasty as a redraft league.
No, Dynasty is, to me, you want to have your team last in the championship window as long as possible. However, you got to do that. Right. So you can build for year one, but you got to be ready for year two.
I see. This is the thing now. I'm looking at Malik Neighbors or Drake London right here. And, you know, this is a conversation that we had last Thursday where it was like, do you want London who possibly could jump into this tier, or do you want somebody like Neighbors that probably should be next to Amon-Ra St. Brown? I think, you know, I'm not risk adverse. I'm going to go Neighbors here, and it is what it is.
I think it's a smart play. It's the long play for now. But I'm not convinced that London is jumping into that top 5 tier this year. I know that he just got the big contract, but I mean, Tua's throwing him the ball now, or Penix. And Penix, he high targeted him, but they weren't great targets. So that's London's downside, is just the quarterback play. Simply.
I mean, it could bite you. It could blow up in your face, you know, taking Neighbors over London too. There's this situation playing out where London just got the contract and then Neighbors isn't fully healthy, and maybe they're being quiet about this injury too. Maybe we don't see Neighbors for the first half of the season, and
I could see that.
You know, and what does that look like coming back game 6, game 7 when he's got to adjust? And it might be a dead year for Neighbors. Honestly, it might just be he could be ramping up when the Giants are already out of contention.
I'm not really that worried about Neighbors as an asset. I think when healthy, he's a guy who can get you 10-plus targets a week. I think he will be healthy at some point if he rehabs well, which it sounds like he's been rehabbing very, very strenuously. So I wouldn't be worried about him as far as a prospect, like when we're talking about his value.
but I would absolutely predict him dipping in value quite a bit. I mean, just in the last week, Neighbors was close to the 201. I mean, closer to the 201 than he is to the 208. I mean, and now if we talk about another 6 or 7 weeks of him not being able to produce in practice or at least
do something interesting
run through
at this
drills.
spot. This is where I deviate from the ADP by quite a bit.
So you went tight end and young quarterback to start with.
I don't mind Tate there.
Now McBride is sitting there. That's crazy.
I already have Bowers. I figured I don't need McBride, but I got to go young asset receiver here. He's a couple years younger than the guys I would have at this tier.
I got to be honest though, McBride is kind of a fade for me this year. Not a fade, but
not this far, but
a fade at ADP. I'm not reaching for McBride.
At 210, I could have taken McBride.
He'll go in the next couple picks, most definitely. But I mean, I'm not going to take him in the second round.
Yeah, I'm not sure he should have slipped this far in 0.75 though.
Right.
I mean, when you're looking at James Cook or Jonathan Taylor and McBride, I think I'm absolutely taking McBride.
Yeah, I think I'd take McBride over those two guys. Not by much, but by enough.
But I would, oddly enough, I don't know. We got somebody timing already. Cut it out, dude.
Oh, there's McBride.
Auto pick, baby.
He went. Now that's my buddy Kyle. Shout out to him. He is at his son's baseball game. He warned me ahead of time. He wasn't sure.
Good reason.
And he was one of the last two to jump in here, so I'll give him a pass. And the McBride pick had to be made sooner than later anyway.
Good amount of quarterbacks dropping. I think we got some buddies in startups. We got people DMing me and stuff. Like Dart doesn't really make it this far usually.
Well, I had a startup recently where Dart made it to the mid third, but
I've been seeing him go in that late second everywhere in Superflex.
I had him go 305 in one of my startups, but that's a one tight end plus, and we had Bowers, McBride, and Loveland gone in the first 2 rounds. So
Shimmy going with the QB horde here on us, making us pay for passing on the QBs. I mean, Mahomes in the third, that's hard value to pass up, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Mahomes, I don't love the guy, but you get such insulated value on a guy like Mahomes.
I mean, that build, the bully quarterback build is definitely one of my favorites when I see it happen or when I actually do it myself. But you're also banking on, your league valuing that position. You know, like
it's a long play. I did it in one league last year, and I wasn't able to get the draft picks until the season started. But by the time that happened, I was able to make trades for the injured studs, and I ended up with 6 firsts for next year. So, I mean, it worked. It took a while.
Yeah, I mean, when you're looking at, especially last year, when you saw stretches of time where there's no Burrow, no Mahomes, all 3 of the quarterbacks that he took were injured at some point last year, and we're looking at Dart, who was in and out last year. I mean, Jaden Daniels didn't play barely any time. We're talking about 6 of the top 8 or 10 quarterbacks taken that were not really healthy last year. I think that more times now than any time at this point where quarterbacks, they're often injured, and I don't value them as much as I used to.
Now, interestingly,
jumping on Chase Brown in the third.
With the way I have my draft set up now, I would have traded with you right here, Bowers, for this pick and your future to get Loveland and tear down. Sure. Seeing that Loveland had fallen this far, I could have gotten value there.
I'm not going to play it that way, though.
I know. I'm
would
saying
not accept. But in general, I understand the move. When you're tearing down, like McBride, to me, I would have moved back. If I was on that McBride pick, I would have wanted a little plus to go Loveland.
Seeing that you had other tight ends on the board that you could have waited on, I would have moved down from my Bowers pick now that we're in the third round, seeing tight ends I like still on the board. Knowing I can still get value for Bowers at that first round grade.
No way to know you're playing that the way it's going to play out, though. At this point, it's
no.
But I'm with I don't know if this is a consensus, but I'm taking Bowers and Loveland over McBride this year.
I've got
Like,
McBride as my tight end 4 this year, and I might be wrong.
We're looking at a team where I had this take in general where we're just changing over the guard a little bit. You don't take Love that early in the draft to just run a throw only offense when, you know, they were the most pass heavy offense in the NFL last year.
They were the most pass heavy offense of the last 3 years for the last 8 weeks last year.
Yeah, I just don't see with the new coaching and, you know, obviously with the actual, we didn't have a running back last year for a solid stretch of time. James Conner went down and it was kind of like, what do we do? And it was panic mode and they just switched quarterbacks and threw the ball 1,000 times, thus making McBride like the highest producing pass catcher in general from the Cardinals in I don't know how long.
At least since Hopkins.
Yeah, I think he caught the most passes of any player ever.
As a Cardinal?
As a Cardinal. I think he set a record.
Larry Fitz didn't do more than that?
No, I think that he actually, I got to fact check my own stuff here, but once we're away from my pick, or if you guys want to double check me if you're not on the clock, I'm pretty sure that he had the most catches last year of any Cardinal.
Yeah, by a good amount too. Wow. Last year he had 126 catches. Hopkins in 2020 had 115. And then McBride's also third in 2024 with 111.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Pretty insane, honestly.
Yeah, that is shocking. I would have thought Fitz would have had.
I see Nico. I see Brock.
I mean, Fitz has spots 4, 5, 6, and 7, but
okay.
I like the Henderson pick, dude. I really do.
Yeah, I've been fading more towards him now. I just I love his burst, and I know at some point this year, either from a Ramondre injury or what, similar to last season, what happened in the middle of the year. But then after, I think that Hendo is going to have the blocking down enough to stay on the field more. I think that they're ready to turn the reins over at some point. It's just not quite yet.
I'm just not comfortable with it being this season. But in a dynasty world, you can live with that, especially at a 4th round pick here.
Right.
Or if you believe the guy's as talented as he showed last year, if he takes the reins even next year, it's a valuable asset.
Yeah, because then he jumps up into the 1st and 2nd round conversation. So that's where he's the one guy that I see that you draft in this range, rounds 3, 4, 5, that actually could jump up at running back.
At least at the minimum, start talking about him in that James Cook range.
Right.
Where you're like, okay, I have this asset that's a few years younger but has the upside. So.
Yeah, I mean, Henderson to me is the easiest tap in this range because at this point you want somebody that's going to rise in value. You got to just make those bets where, you know, somebody like Henderson's going to rise in value. Tyler Warren right here is kind of silly time USA. I mean, even McMillan right here, I think those 3 picks, all those guys can easily be, and you know, McMillan could jump up into at least the Olave. Well, Olave was kind of back to back, but maybe even like the London,
into that 2nd round London range for sure.
Yeah, I think that he's probably next to London if Bryce Young can kind of get it together for a full year.
Yeah, I definitely considered Tet where I took T-Law, and then Warren was the other one that I was looking at.
I mean, Tyler Warren might.
I've been taking Warren in the early
Tyler
3rd.
Warren might have a McBride type of year. Honestly,
I see Warren as the tight end too, at least for this year in Dynasty, because he's going to outproduce his value more than the other guys.
Yeah, I mean, Warren and Bowers both could be their main focal points of their offense, you know? I mean, you can be as high as you want on downs, but the reality is Tyler Warren's going to be the guy that has those mid-range, you know, like kind of dump off type of plays where he's going to stretch the field a little bit and work out in the middle. And it's just going to be more of the skill set that Daniel Jones needs, especially coming off of a major injury.
I definitely think those short range Pittman targets are going to him and Downs more so than Pierce.
Yeah, I mean Pittman leaving,
Yeah,
I
don't
think
see
benefits
Pierce's
Warren.
role doesn't change to me.
No, I mean he's not coming in and all of a sudden learning like a nuanced route tree. He's going to be doing what he does, and that's fine. I mean, there's definitely a role and an important role that is existing in the NFL, and he's going to fill that.
Yeah, I mean,
Nico,
they paid
Nico
him
Collins
well.
is dropping. I like the Nico
This
Collins
is a little
drop.
far for Nico, though. I'm
It
okay
is-
with him dropping.
it
to the
is
fourth,
pretty
but now that we're
far,
getting to
but
the fifth, though, it's a little bit of a drop.
I honestly hate it now because I've been telling everyone to fade Nico, and now
Well, they're listening.
he
It
looks
sounds like
pretty
they're
good.
listening.
He looks pretty good at the end of the fourth here, actually.
Honestly,
I'm like,
Garrett Wilson looks pretty good here too. He just went that's a.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, this whole range, these
I
guys
had to
are
take
going
receivers because
much later. I think I'm looking at it, and it's like the board hasn't been that different, but like I don't think McCaffrey. He does go there. He does.
He
Barkley goes there.
that's your win now asset. So
I'm taking Brees Hall and Keyshawn over that. I am.
I'll be
I'm
honest.
taking.
I
I'm
won't
not-
take McCaffrey in any startup this year.
I'm not taking McCaffrey
I
or
won't take
Barkley
Henry, I
over
won't take
Brees
Barkley, I
Hall,
won't take any of
Keyshawn.
them.
No, I'm with you. Or any of these wide receivers. I don't think I'm taking McCaffrey. McCaffrey's here for a short time, not a long time. You're giving up
He might be
Ibuka,
done.
Burden, Garrett Wilson. All these guys are going to be relevant for so many years. Even Zay Flowers. You're throwing in the hat
Yeah.
for 1 year of a running back that might not even be fully healthy the whole year.
He had
I mean, you're
450 touches. No
you're-
one's ever
you're
come off
hoping.
that and been healthy or as good.
you're looking
So-
at Barkley last year. It's going to be running through mud pretty much.
Yeah, you
I
look
don't-
at
I
Henry,
can't-
Yeah,
You can't validate. You can't really like stand on business at that spot. I've been telling people all year, you don't want to jump on him in the fourth round when there's so much juice.
you're better
There's-
off taking a younger asset that doesn't have the current upside but the long-term upside than you are taking an older asset to win immediately this early in the draft.
Well, I'll say where I've taken him. Okay, I've taken him at the end of the fourth or early fifth. I have, and the reason is because the younger assets that I like got gobbled up in the fourth round. So I understand I could have traded back, but at the same time, I don't mind playing where I'm going to try and win year one. Okay.
No,
I don't
yeah,
have to load up everywhere else. If I've got a guy like McCaffrey, I still play it pretty evenly. And then I have a contender, you know what I mean? Like I'm in the top 3 or 4
Yeah,
simply because of McCaffrey. And if he happens to stay healthy, great. You know what I mean? He doesn't have to produce. If he produces 10% less, even 20% less of what he did last season.
well, yeah, that would still be a really incredible running back season.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I know the downside, but I just think that you have a shot. You have a shot with McCaffrey, and I want to win. I know it's only year one,
I think
but it's also what league you're in, right?
that's
If
what I
you
was
know
gonna say.
that it's a league that you're not going to be able to trade back and scoop up firsts and play that long game, then you kind of have to make some moves where you're going to compete. You can't just play the long game then if you don't have a bunch of firsts in your pocket.
Even
So-
if you don't have a bunch of firsts, you can still draft young, but you can't draft with the intention of waiting for breakouts if somebody else has those firsts.
Right. Yes. So yeah, that is part of it too. The leagues where I did take McCaffrey, those are, one was a home league, but it's a smarter home league. Like I said,
Yeah.
there's guys that have played for 4 or 5 years with me and probably watch all my stuff. And so, they know what guys I like. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, I don't mind going for it in that kind of atmosphere.
I think it depends on the situation you have prior to that pick as well. Like with the guy in here that took him, he's got a very competitive team. He's got JSN, London, and Hurts. I don't hate the McCaffrey pick for that roster.
Right. When you take Hurts, you are kind of, he's not that old, But
You are jumping into the win now train a little bit.
Yeah, in terms of his play style, he is kind of a win now draft. It's the same with Lamar. If you take Lamar, you got to try and win it.
You got to take the opportunity of it's a running quarterback who might go off for a couple years, but running quarterback careers are shorter.
You guys are making me feel old. You're talking about Hurts and Lamar as win now. I understand the rushing. I get it. I think Lamar has kind of developed into a better passer than any rushing quarterback we've seen in the last few years. So I think that he's probably a little safer than Hurts. Hurts can't. Once Hurts' wheels are gone, Hurts is dead. Like you got to sell Hurts right now. You know, like
look at his value from 3 years ago. He was going at the 103 in startup drafts 3 years ago.
I'm saying, yeah. I mean, it was pure like adrenaline and it was just like raw. Like when he came out, he just shouldn't have been there. You know, he was kind of like a second round rookie pick coming out. I got a pick real quick right here. And man, I don't know, dude.
Where are you guys at on Laporta? Because I've seen he's pretty polarizing right now with, you know, I forget his name, the coach going to Detroit, the offensive coordinator.
I don't know if I like this move. I actually do like this move, I think. I don't know.
But do you think that it matters, Zach, for Laporta, really?
Volatile.
I think it helps Laporta. I don't think it helps Laporta as much as it helps McBride. Does that make sense?
I don't think it makes Laporta.
I don't think the Lions are playing from behind quite as much as the Cardinals.
Well, the thing is, right? I think I talked about this a little bit where I think the Lions defense is a little better than people kind of anticipate this year.
Had a lot of
Arizona's.
Oh yeah, well, that's not even a comparison.
I mean, yeah, obviously, but like, you know, I think that with their offense, it's not going to, just much like the Rams. I mean, I keep saying that, but the Rams still threw a bunch last year.
Parker Washington in the 6th round.
How did that?
We got to pause.
That was auto.
He must have had a thing going. He must have
had a queue going.
And Parker Washington, though.
I mean, I'd say it's at least a round early to jump on him, but I don't hate it.
At least a round.
No, I don't know,
dude. Those are the guys on the board I would have taken first.
There is so many guys. I mean, I'm scrolling all the way down right now. I probably would have taken. I don't know.
Okay, let's talk.
I'm looking at the receiver position.
Parker Washington. If you love him, I mean, I can understand taking him ahead of Concepcion or DJ Moore or Alex.
Yeah,
I think that was.
I would have taken him at a Waddle though.
Brian Thomas. I would not
take him ahead of J-Mo
is there.
I can pass on BTJ for Parker if you truly believe in that narrative.
Sure.
Right.
Waddle,
I don't know about J-Mo or Waddle though. I think it's.
I'm still going down here. You could make the case for DJ Moore. I agree.
I mean, I wouldn't make the case for DJ Moore. He's a 29-year-old receiver.
No, I'm saying you can make the case like you're not going to
take him over DJ Moore.
Oh yeah,
him over DJ Moore. Man, I mean,
it's a jump for sure.
My fault. Came inside from driving. I mean, still, Honcho standing on business.
So my boy Steve here, he went Amon-Ra, Jeremiah Love, then got Dart and Shook. I like his start.
Don't hate it.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got sniped. Wow.
Yeah, Mendoza would have been nice for your build.
I didn't think he was coming back, but once he started coming back, I didn't want to say anything.
Sure. Yeah,
I am going to fill that position in
well there.
With the other version of that. And then I'm going to do something maybe a little controversial here. But I'm going to go ahead there. Wait another couple rounds on the running back spot.
Yeah, so I had a lot of Gadsden shares, and I was able to get rid of a couple before the Njoku signing. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, long term, it doesn't hurt Gadsden.
No, Njoku's a 1-year asset for that team.
Right. And so that was overplayed. I just think that the Gadsden owners, a lot of them started panicking.
I think a lot of the win now Gadsden owners sold immediately. I think people who have a team that is younger were able to just say, I'm just going to hold this. Who cares?
Yes.
I mean,
These
I got
guys super
Gadsden in the
talented.
10th round, actually, of a tight end premium
Really?
content creator league. Yeah, it was like very like minute of like we probably started the draft the second Njoku signed over there.
Oh, so you
And
had the
everybody-
immediate reactions.
There
Perfect world.
perfect storm. Obviously, Gadsden came in, and I was like, I can't pass up on this, and it just was.
Yeah.
I had Fannin and Gadsden, obviously two guys that I don't know. I mean, I'm still hoping. I think Fannin still has a lot of hope as far as producing short term, and obviously having that dynasty value, just because Fannin offers a skill set that doesn't match. I mean, Casey Concepcion does have that to a degree, but I
Yeah.
think that he still is going to be that like safety blanket for whoever's quarterback, whether it's
I think-
Watson, Shador Sanders.
Yeah, I think if you look at Fannin's route tree from last year, like you can see that he was very successful in that short range, especially on the outside of that short range. So on the scramble drill, he's the probably top target on that offense. I doubt you're going to get a downfield scramble drill with Denzel Boston very often. Casey Conception's a very slot heavy receiver. Yes, he probably eats into Fannin a little bit, but I think Fannin eats into that offense as a whole. So Fannin probably benefits anyway.
All right,
Yeah,
Mikey,
I
it's
mean,
on you.
It's on me,
What we
baby.
got going on here?
I'm
I
looking.
did
around
love that
right
lemon
now.
pick.
There
I think
is
it's the right spot for him.
You know, I'm looking. I'm going down even
He's
farther.
going QB here.
I'm
I
going
know he
down
is.
even
Is he gonna
farther.
wait?
Well, you know what? I think that multiple of these guys are coming back to me. I mean, there's still guys that I don't mind even later in this draft right here.
Well,
as
it comes
quarterback.
down. Are you okay with somebody other than
Yeah.
Baker or Goff?
Or Stroud
Right.
if you're feeling younger asset.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what?
No, I don't.
I feel good about that.
That's who I
I don't hate
wanted.
the pick.
Ugh.
But I mean, the way I look at the board here is there's three teams in front of you that only have one quarterback. So if you're looking at it, you're knowing those quarterbacks are gone by the time you come back.
Yeah, and that's fine. I mean, you can go sit on Stroud.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. Worst case scenario, I go eat up a Matthew Stafford, and I'm
Yeah,
good
and-
for this year. And I just, consolidate a little bit and tap on a quarterback next year.
This is rough. Oh, this is rough. Not where I thought I'd be at this range, but I guess I'll do it. Ugh.
I mean, that's a high risk, high reward type
Yeah,
of pick.
yeah.
And the upside more than the safe value at this spot.
And I had a lot of Tootin last year. I loved him mid to late second round last season, but I have been selling him this offseason just to
Yeah.
get out of that.
Running backs gets a little ugly after somebody like David Montgomery goes.
Right.
In dynasty
I trust
startups.
Swift. I trust Monty, but then I don't want to be sitting on like Jalen Warren and counting on anything necessarily.
Well,
there.
you got to play. You got to play a
Dowdle
game.
scares me a little, right?
You got to play a game. You got to play You got to play the Steelers backfield.
Yep.
As far as Steelers go, like who are you going to tap early? You got to play the game of the Carolina backfield. Like do you want to tap
In
Chuba?
both of those situations, I'd rather take the later guy, just because.
it's kind of like the Cowboys of last year. You like
Right.
some people were waiting for Blue, some people wanted Javante. Obviously, the ones that guessed right,
Yeah.
you walked away with a top 8 dynasty running back for the next 2 years, 3 years at least. So
Yeah.
And it worked out for a lot of people in late round startups. Javante was slipping real far last year.
Javante
Yes.
was in
You
the
could get him
10th, 11th
around
round.
10,
Yeah.
10, 11,
You could really
12
sneak him in there back there pretty easily.
A lot of people, a lot of big time content creators were hyping up Blue too at that point. And I was like, I don't know about that. Anybody
I'd
that
love to
watched
see
him
those
at Texas, that you could go watch Davis
Pittsburgh,
Maddox.
at least.
Go into any best ball podcast and listen.
Go back to that time frame.
Last year at this time of the
Jaden
year.
Blue was huge. Oh yeah.
I remember the conversations. I just don't remember him being quite as hyped of an asset as some of the other running backs of his caliber are this year.
No, probably not. But I think it was more so that it was so open last year in Dallas. I think, well, it's kind of like the Singletons and these guys and I mean, even like Demond Claiborne and stuff, like everyone kind of views these as like open windows. But like the reality is like usually the veterans are the ones that kind of sneak out at least for the year 1 or 2 type of value. I mean, I'm not going to say like, I think Pollard probably still is the guy for at least 75 to 80% of next year.
Yeah. I don't know if he's the guy beyond next year anywhere, but
no, I don't either.
This year, he's going to play football.
He's probably going to be the guy. Obviously, Ward. Oh, you're about the timeout. Oh,
I was about the timeout. I didn't realize it was on me.
Oh, Swifty. Huncho's finally here. Huncho. Brothers saying Washington top 10 wide receiver. Hey, stand on business, baby.
Look, I believe it. I'm all on the Parker Washington train, but I believe that whole offense is good. I don't think anyone stands out as a top 10 at their position. I think everyone benefits a little bit.
CJ Stroud or Sam Darnold? It's Sam Darnold, right?
Oh,
and it's so
I disagree.
Bad. Gross. I would go Darnold.
I know.
I would go Stroud. He's a younger asset that I would argue is a more insulated pick at this point if you're taking a second quarterback.
Fair enough. I mean, I agree with that. Yeah. Houston is going to sign him. They are.
They can say whatever they want about delaying his contract. They're going to end up signing him.
I agree. I don't think he's going to go anywhere. I think if anybody is going to be on a new team next year, it could be Bryce Young. If we're talking about that draft class,
I wouldn't be surprised to see Bryce Young.
We just saw Matt Stafford go over CJ Stroud too. I tapped CJ Stroud. I tapped Stroud in the 9th round of my my last Dynasty startup.
I've seen Stroud in the 7th or the 8th, sometimes in the 9th if it's quarterbacks are falling. But
I got Stroud. I think Daniel Jones went. I think Kyler Murray went, and then I got CJ Stroud.
Yeah, I took Stafford over Stroud in our recent startup. I had no problem.
I mean, you could
depends on your build at this point.
He can go. He might go 2 or 3 more years. So I mean, and
for all you know, that could outlast Stroud.
It could outlast Stroud.
Exactly.
I could.
That's what I'm saying.
Could also.
Like I was looking at it. I'm like, do I want Darnold here? Do I want Stroud? Stroud's so gross. I can play.
It's a worthwhile debate.
I can start Tua and garbage, and I'm going to score just as much as Stroud.
Well, you know what?
So
I mean, we're kind of banking on a 1-year dip. I know he didn't come out his second year and like really wow anybody, but like he is still like a serviceable quarterback, too in fantasy. Last year obviously was really tough at the end of the year, but like up until that point where his offensive line went to shit, he still wasn't like the worst quarterback ever. Like I'm talking about somebody that
ugly though, man. It was
painful. That team was tough though. Like in the playoffs alone, when the Patriots were bringing any type of blitz package, that team's crumbled. It just unfolded. Like I'm not saying that CJ Stroud's gonna come out. He's got a lot of stuff to figure out, but like. I mean, I don't hate it at this range. If we're talking about CJ Stroud or Sam Darnold, things have gone completely sideways for Stroud in fantasy. Remember his rookie year? He was like, I mean, I traded him for Patrick Mahomes plus his rookie year.
That's awesome.
That was his value. That was his value
where he was going top 3 in startups. That was just ridiculous.
I mean, he was going QB1 in many startups. Just like Jaden Daniels last year. I think he was like almost QB1.
The difference, though, is JD's got a different skill set where he can run. And
sure.
I buy into that more than what Stroud was.
I mean, you always put these quarterbacks up in that range. We saw Justin Herbert, he's run a little bit. He definitely runs a little bit. But Justin Herbert was a QB2, QB3 after his rookie year, too. There's
Herbert
always these guys.
Quarterbacks and rushing yards last year, didn't he?
I mean, I don't know about that.
I don't know if he led all quarterbacks and rushing yards.
I think he did because everybody else was down and Lamar got hurt. All of the big Hurts didn't run as much.
Well, I mean, Drake May had like 700 yards. I don't think he had more than.
I thought it was Josh Allen that led. I think Herbert was.
I think Josh Allen
was second.
Yeah, Josh Allen.
I'm gonna look it up.
I think the interesting one was that Dart with like the 8 games he played was like 3rd or 4th.
Josh Allen had 579 rushing yards.
What was Herbert at?
Herbert
Drake,
was second at 498.
Okay.
Drake May had 450. All right, so Herbert.
And so Dart was third then, because
Dart
Dart
was
had like
third
480.
at 487. Yes.
That was the interesting one because he missed time. The other guys there really didn't.
Oh, the Matthew Golden pick. Oh, man.
I don't
Never
know.
hear
I mean,
myself do it.
you believe. I mean, taking Matthew Golden over Omar Cooper Jr.
I'll be honest, I did not mean to take Jonathan Brooks, but we're going to stand by it.
I thought that was
I glazed over
bold,
that actually.
but
I didn't mean to click him. I fat fingered it.
I
I didn't say anything because I was like, oh, whatever. It's a running back.
if he hits though,
If he hits, great.
mean, he's got the potential because of talent and draft capital.
Yeah.
Like people know that he could be big time.
It's not like he's 26.
No.
So, but I fully meant to draft a different player who's still on the board. But
You want to trade?
yeah, I'd love to. Can I get a first round pick back?
No, you got to get my pick.
Yeah,
I want it
I'll
first.
trade you Jonathan Brooks for your 27 first.
It's funny, man. I mean, we got Brooks and Chuba a few picks apart, you know?
Is
Well,
this the Jaden Blue pick?
I was really hoping for Monty to kind of slide back my way at some point, but
Not quite.
we ride, baby.
Not quite.
We ride.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather at ADP, I'd much rather have Jonathan Brooks right now. But I mean, grabbing him ahead of Hubbard, a little tough. I
think
have not
I've
drafted
seen
any
Brooks go
Chuba
over.
where
I've
he's
seen Brooks
at.
go over him a few times.
Oh, Havdi.
I have seen Brooks go this early. I meant to leave him in my queue.
This is like
He is my only running back.
best. You got to take best available right here.
Yeah, you're looking.
It's
See
pretty
Zach
ugly.
here. You got. Oh, sorry. You're on the clock. Jonathan Brooks, yeah, leading the backfield. It's all
You know
good. I mean,
Out of
you got-
respect, I won't draft any other running backs. I'll leave him there by himself.
you are. I mean, Jonathan Brooks is probably your
He
oldest.
fits the
asset.
timeline. No, he's
He's-
what? He's what, 23?
He's the oldest guy on your. Oh no, he's a
He's
young.
22 and 0.9. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
the same age as the most of my team.
That's
I mean,
right.
he was a young rookie coming
was a
on.
young-
He was 20. He was 20 years old, I think.
Look, I don't hate it. I would have maybe valued him maybe a round and a half later than I took him, but I don't hate that I picked him.
Because I heard somewhere where he's a younger than a lot of the rookies coming in.
There's
this
only
year.
2 rookie running backs that are younger than him in this class. So
Yeah. There we go.
this was a semi-old running back class.
You're
Like I said, there's a lot of
you're on the
value still
clock.
left on the
We're waiting
board.
for you.
Oh,
for
I'm
you.
just gonna take my guy. There he is.
Your guy is DK Metcalf.
I hate it. I'm sorry.
Why is that your guy, dude?
Okay, so this is what I see from DK this year. He's going to just be.
Hold on. Do we have the
somebody-
timestamp for this? I gotta clip this. Hold on a second.
43 minutes ish.
43, 50, 57. All right,
right.
go ahead.
All right.
So DK Metcalf will finish somewhere between 800, 900 yards. He's going to get you 6 to 8 touchdowns. And so you're drafting a placeholder. In round 9, I am fine with that because I can get high upside wide receivers after him. So right now, in round 9, as a placeholder at wide receiver 3, it's totally fine.
I timestamped that in the chat right there. So
There we go.
Just so you know, 43.57.
Look,
DK Metcalf
the-
gibberish.
The thing is McCarthy coming there helps him because they're just the volume is going to be there. Even if Pittman out targets him, the volume is still going to be.
Hold on.
there.
Lock in real quick.
All right.
Can you talk
No.
DK and then also
All
make
right.
your next pick?
My
Here we
QB3. There we go.
All right.
That's what I would do in a real draft. I'd lock in the QB3.
I like that pick a lot.
Thank you. So I know you hate the DK pick. Nobody likes the DK pick.
Nobody likes DK Metcalf.
I don't hate
No.
it.
But I'm still standing by my guy.
For a
I
1 year
got-
rental, absolutely.
I got that green jersey there. I
can go get the DK jersey out of the
my
closet.
RB2, baby. I am all in on Jalen Warren with Aaron Rodgers. I promise you, right? What do we have right now?
40, I don't hate it because I think that Warren and Dowdle are going to be pretty even.
2-1.
I think people forget he was incredibly consistent last year. He was a solid 10 to 15 a week. He's a good running back to have on your roster to fill in the flex most weeks.
All right, so I timestamped this one too.
So much.
Jalen Warren gibberish.
I mean, we're talking about a guy that is like, Aaron Rodgers is probably a routine guy through and through in his life. He probably wakes up, takes a poop at the same time, eats his like kale chips at the same time, talks to his pet dolphin at the same time. Whatever he's doing, he's doing it.
Meditation.
Bro, he is going to feed Jalen Warren. He's not going to see anybody else. He's going to just say, this is the guy I know. This is my man. We are friends. He's cool. He doesn't wear a mask. We're in it. Let's do it, baby. And he's going to throw to him 10 times a game like he was last year. And just a PPR monster. Jalen Warren is CMC light. Jalen Warren might outproduce CMC this year.
He might. Not because Jalen Warren's better than CMC, but because CMC might play 3 games.
Well, I mean, CMC is going to play. I just think that we're talking about somebody that is going to deteriorate in front of our eyes.
And Rico Dowdle is going to get enough work that it's going to hinder Warren.
He's not a pass catcher. Rico Dowdle doesn't.
Oh, I don't. I don't think Dowdle's going to crush his pass catching. Warren's going to crush in the.
Warren's going to be the pass catcher. So that's the one you want in fantasy, I think. I know. Actually, that's who you want.
Consistent value than Dowdle. My only fear with Dowdle is he is a Mike McCarthy guy.
Exactly.
So there could be some bias there from the head coach. But
maybe. I mean, even if Dowdle is the guy that gets 2 down roll, I think that we're still going to see upwards of 5 or 6 catches a game for Jalen Warren.
I mean, there's a world where they both finish top 25. That's what I think.
I mean, last year we saw Jalen Warren and your boy
RB19 last year or something.
RB19, and then Gainwell was like
RB19, and the last.
Well, they were like back to back, I think, in production. Honestly,
yeah. Gainwell had the end of season jump though. Warren was just pretty consistent year round, and usually I prefer the consistent asset in that case.
It's very good value at round 10. I mean, you're going to get a good return on it, barring injury. So
look at this stretch of wide receivers right here. We got.
I saw Downs. Thought he might make
Hunter,
it back.
Pittman and Jacoby Myers.
You know what I would do here?
Would you give up a third to go get?
I would give up a third to move from this pick to Josh Downs. Maybe 2/3 if he was really hedging on it. I'm still gonna punt running back a little farther. I see guys on the board that I like a lot.
We go Stowers, and you going another rookie? You got to keep it young.
You should know what I'm doing here.
Oh, that's a bold one. Antonio Williams. I like
that's one of my guys this year.
I don't dislike
I'm willing to jump the 4 or 5 rounds to make sure I get him in every league, in every startup. So if he's there at the end of the 10th,
Caleb Douglas before round 16. So.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I might take him next.
I feel like Denzel Boston's getting a little disrespected in this draft right now. I mean, he's going to go any second after saying that, but
now that you said something, yes, for sure. Boston's just a tough guy to.
It's tough to grade him.
Solve right now, yeah, because the Cleveland.
I mean, I think Denzel Boston has a skill set that team desperately needs. I think that they don't really have a guy that is a field stretcher. I know that you can point and say, what's his name? Bond
Judy.
Is that guy. Yeah, Judy.
I don't even think it's really that they're questioning Boston. It's more that you're questioning the quarterbacks.
It's the team. It's nothing to do with Denzel Boston.
Yeah, I think
Boston can go up and get it, though. I
also think the conception pick kind of puts a damper on the Boston pick, though.
Well, sure.
Well,
Does.
I mean, I don't know though. I think they're so different. I just think that the idea behind this, when we're looking at these two players, they're vastly different in skill set. But we also we're doing the same thing that we do for any team that doesn't have a stable quarterback position. I mean, and sometimes we did this with the Colts last year. Really, like we do it with like. I mean, at this point, the Cardinals is something that we're doing it. Well, we did it with multiple teams last year, but I mean, it works sometimes. It does. And it's like, you don't know when Joe Flacco comes in and creates 2 wide receiver ones, it's a perfect storm that like anything can happen. Maybe Deshaun Watson is not cooked, and maybe Deshaun Watson has the capability of coming in for maybe a year and doing
even a
very
year
similar stuff
onto the next draft class almost would make the offense at least valuable.
You just need somebody that can get the ball past the 30 hash yard,
All right, you're up. I just think that Denzel Boston's somebody that even let's say he does all right.
I got to take him now. I'm just going to take him. I don't know what I can't just yap about him this long
at the same price.
That's my concern is that he's not an asset that moves.
Right.
Even at this range, I don't know
if there's for the 202 next year.
Maybe,
with Fannin and
he's got to do what Jaden Higgins did last year to hold his value or to actually jump.
There's my favorite pick right there. It's George Kittle in the 11th round.
You
gotta love that. You cannot
look if he plays, he's going to be a stud. It's just a matter of how many games he can get in this year.
I want to say he'll be pupped, and it'll be 3 games. He'll come back week 4.
If you can get those 3 games off,
so I'll take
for sure.
Dalton Kincaid is actually pretty dead in the water, huh? As far as
it's the snap share problem that everyone fears with tight ends, which is he can't be on the field on running plays because he's arguably one of the worst blocking tight ends in the league. It doesn't affect his receiving output. It's just any of those play action plays. If you see him on the field, they know it's a play action. It's
not that he's on the Bills. Any team would be doing that with him.
I mean, we are looking at a guy that had 91 targets his rookie year.
I don't blame them for doing that. He's a great receiving tight end. He just doesn't have the blocking skill set.
I know, and it's incredible that they figured that out after having a full year of him.
That's kind of my fear with Isaiah Likely on the Giants too. Which is Theo Johnson has that blocking skill set.
I just don't get it. Like people are all excited about it because Harbaugh brought him in, and now all of a sudden he's going to make him the guy. Well, no, he just played with Harbaugh all these years, and that was his role with Harbaugh. Like, don't you think that maybe he's just going to keep him in that kind of role because he knows what he has?
That he got paid.
Yes, he got paid.
I think,
but that doesn't mean that
I agree with you though.
Production is going higher. I'm not in on. I haven't been overly excited and gone out and acquired.
I've been mostly avoiding riskier tight ends because it's an asset that's hard to keep stable if it doesn't work out. Like the Kincaid value has dipped excessively in the last few years since his rookie year.
See, here's where I'd consider a 4th quarterback because
I think you're muted.
Do that because now I can trade any of my 3 quarterbacks above them and still have 3 quarterbacks.
You know what I figured out, boys?
What'd you figure out?
This wire is loose, and every time I touch it, it mutes me. And I was doing this all last week. Last week was a disaster, right? So now I can't. I'm a very handsy guy, right? And I karate chop shit all the time by accident, and I'm like, oh, I got to be careful because the karate chop comes out no matter what I'm doing here. But yeah, this wire, I got a faulty wire. We gotta just tighten up all this over here. So, and I'm on, and we're gonna tap some Jaden Reed. I love me some Jaden.
So I just took 2. I was curious what you guys think of the Tua Penix situation because it is an offense with opportunity there, right?
I think it's definitely Tua. I doubt Penix gets the chance to start from week 1. I don't think Tua's that much better than Penix, but I think he's better enough for the Falcons to say, we might as well put this guy out there at least for this year, because otherwise we can draft the quarterback next year and just forget this whole thing happened. But if Tua works
they
out,
got him
it's
on
there.
the cheap. Sort of erases the disastrous Cousins contract.
Yeah.
And Penix, I mean, he just hasn't shown it. Let's be real here. And now he's got those banged up knees.
I mean, no,
always had
Penix was not that bad last year.
Yeah, but he didn't do anything above average.
I don't think he did anything above average, but I don't expect Tua to do anything above average either. I think that, we looked at Tua's most successful years, and it was really during Tyreek, his peak, his best years of his career. Honestly, like when it's all said and done, I think that, for London's value, I kind of want Penix. I think Penix absolutely force-fed London last year.
Yeah, it was like a 40%
it was like 15 targets a week.
I don't know. I mean, I think that everyone thinks that this change of scenery is going to turn Tua into like the Tua of old, which I got to remind people the Tua old wasn't that good either. Like the reality is it's going to be a frustrating situation no matter what.
I think London and Pitts are the two tallest people he's ever thrown to, though.
Right.
He's got to help him.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I know we've talked
Mike,
about it.
I mean, that 1 year Tua led the league in passing yards, and he was still, 12th as a fantasy quarterback?
Yeah, and he was still throwing to 4 people under 6 feet.
Well, I mean, that never affected anybody like, Patrick Mahomes throwing to Tyreek Hill.
He has Kelsey.
Yeah, he does have Kelsey.
They had Jonnu Smith, the shortest tight end in the league.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Jonnu Smith was a dog, dude. Jonnu Smith was
great, but he's 6'2".
Oh, my God. I mean, that's all you really need at this point.
I like my tight ends to be 6'4", 6'5", 6'6".
I'm telling you right now. How tall is Waddle? Waddle's like
5'11".
Perfect. Perfect height, dude. Perfect. If Bo Nix struggles next year, I guess that he's got Sutton.
He's got Sutton.
Right.
Sutton's like 6'4".
I'm telling you, man. Tua with a couple extra inches. We're going to revisit this. I got to clip this one too. Where are we at? 57.
So
57-15.
50. We'll say
Tua
56.
or Penix
56.
at cost right now. I'm leaning
56.
Tua all day. We'll see who gets more starts.
Or you grab both and you get your team name to be Tua Penixes.
I do not want to take both of them. That is just a recipe for
only for the team name.
I don't want to waste 2 roster spots on the Atlanta Falcons quarterback.
I mean, it's tough when you have to stack your quarterback room. You have to get the quarterback stack.
Gross. I would much rather take Aaron Rodgers instead of Penix. You know what I mean? Like you're giving yourself a shot there. I don't know how much Rodgers is going to throw this
You know
year,
what? I think Penix is still going to get chances, though. Aaron Rodgers has come out and said, this is my last year. So Penix could still have value next year. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna take this at face value. I'm not taking Aaron Rodgers anytime. Where is he? Is he still on the board? Yeah, he's still
he's still out there.
He's not going anytime soon.
What's he go behind JJ McCarthy? Shadur Sanders? Where is he? Mac Jones? Holy shit,
it's really deep.
He's way down
He's
there.
in the Kirk Cousins range.
He's Torrey Horton.
There he is. Right
there. Hey, don't get out my guy, Torrey Horton. That's my next pick.
Hey, man. You're going to burn it up? I mean, at this point, I do like the Gio Bernard pick. You're a big Singleton guy.
Not Gio Bernard, Jeremy Bernard. Gio's still on the board, I think.
Gio Bernard.
Giovanni Bernard?
If you were, if
I don't think he hung it up yet.
He's still there, right?
He's still over there. He's still stealing work from Chase Brown. Honestly, like
wasn't he in that Bishop Sankey class?
That's crazy. You're right.
I mean, a lot of people were that Bishop Sankey class.
That was a wild class.
Actually, no. I think Tank played against. Man, who did it? Katron Allen played against Bishop Sankey too.
Did he really?
No way.
Or was it Bishop Sankey? What was the fake team? It wasn't Bishop Sankey, was it?
Oh, you're Bishop Sycamore?
Oh, it was not Bishop. Was it Bishop Sycamore? It was You know what I'm talking about, though? The fake team that was
the fake
televised
team
on ESPN?
Yeah.
Carnell Tate and Katron Allen played
Bishop
against that
Sycamore
team.
High School. Yeah. That's a fake team.
Yeah, the fake team.
I
They
forgot
all
about
came
that.
in. They were
Bishop
like,
Sankey was the 2014 draft class?
I believe it was the Mike Evans draft class.
But that team, right? That was constructed by like those guys were like iron workers and like people that worked at Subway and stuff.
That was crazy. That's one
That
of the
was, like,
crazy things to ever
One
happen.
of the best
football world.
storylines of the last 20 years, honestly, because like they were on ESPN, like they were an accredited school on like they were like a football program and stuff that was like, you know, Division I.
That was truly insane. The fact that got away from people is still impressive to this day.
I mean, you know, how many people are checking that? Like how many people are going
you're
through
scheduling a high school game in state. You're like, whatever.
Nobody cares. Like nobody double checks the situation or anything. Nobody checks ages or anything.
I don't think
They're
anyone's
just
ever
like,
been fooled by a fake high school prior to that.
Probably not. There's probably no like full check. Now they probably got to check if it's
Like, yeah, now they're like, is this high school legit?
At
Does
this
it exist?
point, they only tightened up. It's like the TSA after 9/11. Like they've only tightened up the situation here at this point.
I don't think it ever crossed anyone's mind before that.
You know what? I'm always thinking ahead. I'm always untrusting. So I don't know. I'm always thinking about fake high schools all the time.
That's all I think about, actually.
So much time spent.
I can make so much money starting another fake high school.
Dude, now that I'm looking back on it, I mean, we missed the boat.
We did. We could have gotten a lot of money from starting a fake private school.
Oh,
Jeez,
absolutely.
this is ugly,
Charter
boys.
money. It's all just sitting out there waiting for you.
I see Jacoby
Got to know how to get it.
Brissett. Oh my God, this is so ugly out here. I feel like Dalton
Now
Schultz
what
is
Nerd
still
Boy
a
going to do?
sexy pick. Keyshawn Booty is over here.
Sitting up and Darnold. 5 wide, Walker and Warren in the backfield. And
Love it.
Loveland and Sadiq.
Well, you know who I want. Where did he go?
Got about 12 seconds to find him.
Yeah, I got time.
Rogers is still there. I'm telling you.
How come when I type in Chig, I want Chig? Oh, Jacoby Kroski.
All right. I can do it.
God damn it.
There's Chig. He's all yours.
I wanted Chig.
I got him for you.
Thank you. And I'm on.
I wish I felt that bad about my Jonathan Brooks pick to ask to change it.
Well, honestly, I would have taken
you had
Jacory.
to say something right away. I mean,
I clicked on it right away, and I didn't even notice until after my pick was gone. I'm like, I just took Jonathan Brooks.
I would have walked away with.
I was going to
Jacory
take
happy.
Manon guy. I just didn't even do it on purpose.
Man, it dried up. All my favorite wide receivers in this range.
I think I took a couple of them.
Oh boy, who are we gonna take here? Well, I'm just gonna have to go elsewhere.
Jamie's here. Just got in at the time for the booty. I'm with you, brother. The first thing I'm doing, I know my girl's listening. Grabbing that booty.
I don't love that pick either, Hawkinson, but in the 0.75.
Yeah, with Kyler up there now, you never know. He could bounce back. He used to be great.
I mean,
he
what is
bounce
Hawkinson?
back
20,
with Kyler, that's
28?
for sure. Because Kyler has loved his tight ends.
He's not even in the prime years of a tight end, honestly.
Yeah, look at Zach Ertz at 34.
Yeah. It will hinge on his touchdown total. He's going to need to get 8+ touchdowns because I don't think with Addison, Jettas, and now
I think it's tough to get the 8 touchdowns, though. There's going to be some more Kyler around the goal line like we've seen with Arizona the past few years.
Give me Pacheco. Honestly, a little bullish on Pacheco, not like to a degree where I think that he's going to be viable. I think that he's a great handcuff, but also, I don't know, boys. I mean, we're talking about the usage of Montgomery last year. Nobody gets a workhorse role. Gibbs is not built for that. Nobody's built for that anymore. I think Pacheco gets a little standalone value. I'm sorry. I have to say, I don't know what you guys are going to
I'm not quite as high on Pacheco.
I'm not high on him, but I think
he could get some touches though. I think 5 to 7 touches a week is valuable enough.
I'm
I
taking
just
him
like
over
the fact he's on the Lions.
Yeah,
honestly, that's really
always
his
better to
best
be in a good
selling
offense.
point. I mean, when you
I
told me to grab him on that one squad, I think we were in round 16 or 17.
Yeah,
nerd boy, that was beautiful. I hadn't even thought of it because Pacheco was somebody that kind of faded on me. But then when you look at it, I mean, Gibbs goes down for a week or two. Pacheco is going to be a top 10 play.
I mean, I
love
don't
the
know
Chris Rodriguez pick here for the same reason.
I almost went Chris Rodriguez here. I think that
it's the same thing. Good offense.
This is the range, right? You want to target maybe back end guys. I don't know. I mean, Chris Rodriguez could very well get the lion's share. I mean, that's what you want to target in this range, guys that could be the starter, you know, or guys that have. I mean, Tank Bigsby is behind Saquon Barkley, who is 27 years old and looked like he was running in mud last year. You know, I mean, that's also one of my favorite taps in a dynasty startup. Way late, you know.
Easily a guy who could gain value throughout the year.
Or like even a Katron Allen, who's like sitting.
I don't hate Katron Allen, but it's a risky backfield. But there's like 6 guys there that are going to get touches potentially.
Potentially, yeah. One of them just has to be better. I like that Katron Allen's coming from a pretty good running back school. Obviously, running next to Singleton. I think that he has the ability to lead a backfield for sure.
Definitely.
Oh, thank God Ayuk got taken off the board there with the auto pick.
There's a lot of autos at the end of this right here. I don't love it because they're just going to eat up grenades. So it's kind of like the board doesn't look as accurate as it should.
It's pretty close, though.
Tyron Tracy getting auto-picked wasn't bad. Taylor wouldn't have gotten taken there in the 13th.
No, I think Taylor would have fell out of the draft.
I mean, he's somebody that
I've been seeing Taylor go round 20.
Yeah.
That's kind of wild that his ADP is still that high, though. I figured after...
Sleeper's adjustment is the issue, not the general dynasty community.
I mean, they must have not done an update for I don't know how long.
They updated a lot of players. They did not update Mason Taylor.
Huh.
I mean, how far do we have to go down at tight end before you're taking Mason Taylor? Are you going Theo Johnson or Mason Taylor?
Oh, Theo Johnson for me, I think. I like Mason Taylor, the guy, but I mean, Theo could still – I don't know how that's going to play out. You know,
okay,
Theo is more of a genuine tight end.
Elijah Arroyo or Mason Taylor. That's where
it's Taylor.
As much as I liked Arroyo coming out, I don't think his role grows high enough above Barner.
Michael Mayer or Mason Taylor?
Mayer.
Okay.
Free agent after this year, top tight end prospect. So I don't think at any point Taylor was considered in the same world as Mayer coming out of college.
Cade Otton.
I was super high on Taylor last year, though. I mean, I had him as maybe coming out as the tight end 1 for the year 1. And that was kind of, obviously jumping over my skis a little bit. But at the same time, I like his receiving profile a lot.
I like both of those picks, Zach. Gunnar Helm and Katron Allen. Now, I know you have Cam Ward on this squad, so the Helm pick was...
Well, I also have Carnell Tate. So,
yes.
And Nick Singleton.
Yeah.
So I should have gotten a Titans jersey. I didn't plan on wearing the Cardinals jersey today. I just threw a jersey on. I'm sure I have a Titans jersey back there somewhere.
What is the ceiling for the Titans offense this year?
I think this year it takes a jump. I don't think they hit their ceiling. I think the ceiling this year is maybe like...
I think they're a wild card team. Honestly, I think they're a wild card team this year.
I think their defense is good enough to keep them alive. I think their defense was bad last year with a lot of injuries.
They've got a very underrated defense there. I think
had
that
like
they need
7 starters more.
They need one more weapon, though.
It's really the offensive line that scares me. You know,
Yeah.
Cam Ward holds onto the ball a little too long sometimes, and he's just going down. And there's so many dead plays. In a drive alone, I watch Cam Ward either run out of the pocket too early or just take a sack that is him running backwards, or like it's frustrating. I think he's
a lot with Cam Ward that we saw from Caleb as a rookie, though.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying I don't dislike Cam Ward. I don't think that he's a bad quarterback. I just think that we're looking at a guy that kills his drives a lot, unfortunately. And it's part of the team build. It's obviously the offensive line that can't protect him, but he's not making decisions that benefit or put him in a position to actually succeed.
I will say he was a pretty accurate passer under pressure when he actually was able to get a pass off.
I honestly, talking about pass off and write off, I'm taking Geno Smith right here because I just love the Jets have built a pretty good offense, and the only thing Geno Smith has to do is stay the starting quarterback. And I don't know if he can, but if he does, it's a pretty good situation, man. Like
not a bad idea.
They really hammered home the offense for the first couple picks, and they helped out their defense too. I think that the team is going in the right direction. So if he's the bridge quarterback and he can get the ball to, their offense, I would love any top quarterback to have their offense. If you put Josh Allen with that offense, with Omar Cooper and
Josh Allen with Garrett Wilson would be incredible.
Garrett Wilson, Omar Cooper, Sadiq, that. Oh God!
So where do you guys? That. I took Trey Harris. This is the first time I've taken Trey Harris in anything.
I don't have any Trey Harris.
I'm not.
I will say I was high on him last year,
but I have Herbert, and I'm like, okay, I can see it if I plug him into my lineup once in a while. Do you think Keenan Allen is coming back?
No, I think the Keenan Allen show is over.
And if Keenan Allen isn't coming back, that does open up a bunch of targets.
I mean, he led the team in targets, didn't he?
I don't know if we're looking at a ton of targets. I think that it gets distributed. We're looking at, obviously, Ladd McConkey had a down year. Gadsden, you assume, is still going to have a role. And then,
Gadsden runs a lot of those under routes, too.
QJ is going to be there. And then what is Trey Harris going to profile as the third wideout?
He's the three. He's somebody that I can plug in once in a great while.
I think he might.
He fits better in a best ball format than a lineup format.
Yeah. Oh, and I just timed out talking about Trey Harris.
Well,
it's tough. I mean, what did he? He didn't see anything.
I'll take Booty. Booty's in the same place. He's a wide receiver 3 now on a good
old guy that may or may not show up.
I don't mind Booty. I mean, I think that he even if he doesn't show up and they end up moving him, he's going to be a starter somewhere.
He'll play.
Right. I would hope that he gets traded, and then I can trade him as soon as he gets
he goes to the Raiders or something. He could be the wide receiver 1 on that team.
Sure.
Well,
there's a lot of offenses. Yeah. There's a lot of offenses that don't really have anybody. Miami, they're not going to trade in.
Right. He goes
division.
to Miami. He's.
Somehow, they'd be the Patriots would be cooked if they just let Booty walk or give him up in division, or it would have to make sense. But
if they bring Diggs in, let's assume they bring Diggs in, then it makes sense.
Yeah,
because then you've got AJ Brown. I
wouldn't be surprised if they did
Dobbs and Diggs.
I mean, if they don't make Diggs in, honestly, Booty would make such a good slot. I don't want Demario Douglas or anybody in there. I think Booty would be the guy that you want with Dobbs.
I think the issue with Booty is he's played that outside leverage role that AJ Brown's taking over.
But that's not his natural position, though. Honestly, when he was with LSU, he was a primary slot guy. That he had some of his best years doing that.
Yep.
I think that, he's only been in that role because the Patriots didn't really have anybody to play that role. Like they didn't have anybody to come out and play the
He made some
the big
great
X.
catches in that role, though.
He did.
Couple of
And
those
he's-
one-handers on the goal line.
I mean, at 5'11", 203, he's more of a slot guy anyway.
He really
just
is.
like he plays a lot
Plays bigger
than
than that 5'11", though.
He
definitely
does.
does.
yeah. But like
He is a power slot guy.
you saw him contested catches, especially in the playoffs, like against that one catch against the Texans.
That was tough.
Oh, that was awesome.
Jeez,
Yes.
I remember like standing up for that catch. That was incredible.
Yeah, that was a big play. So, yeah, all in all, I don't love it. I waited too long on the receivers. I got boxed out.
I kind of did the same thing at running back.
Yeah, I got too excited jumping on Kittle, but I've got four quarterbacks, so I know I can make trades there.
I've got like 6 tight ends, so
You got 6 tight ends?
I have no idea. It just feels like I've taken so many tight ends. I have Bowers, Gadsden, Stowers, and Helm. I have 4 tight ends.
Yeah, that's nice, dude. I mean, you're looking at a tight end premium.
Yeah.
I don't take.
I mean, they were
shade
falling a
there
little bit,
or-
so I took
the-
value over jump. So
Well, yeah, if you're not able to make trades in the startup, taking the value is the play. I mean, let's see here. You got Bowers, Gadsden, Stowers.
I'm gonna take Caleb
Gunnar
Douglas
Helm.
now so we can end this thing.
Hell yeah, dude. Tap. Love it.
Caleb Douglas. There it is. Beautiful.
Oh man.
Convert to league.
I'm ready. I love this draft.
Convert it. Honestly, that would be fun as hell if everyone was on board. It would not go
We have
over
to talk to
well.
these auto drafters here. I know Havdi would be in for sure. Here, I am Havdi.
I am actually, God, I hate that I'm itching for another startup, but I really am.
Well,
I-
that's good because we have the Birdhouse 6 coming up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man.
We'll
I
be
don't know.
flying out probably end of June. I think we're gonna do it. It'll be a 12x12 best ball dynasty.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not on board. I don't like the best ball.
I don't really
Dude,
love that
it
ball
is
either.
more fun than you think.
I'll do best ball on fast draft or like,
Yeah.
underdog or something, like where I think the best ball platform is, I don't like sleeper best ball. And I don't know. What are we doing? We're highlighting.
There we go.
Give me the nice
Keep
take.
talking.
I'm not
There
a
we go.
big sleeper best ball guy. I think that if I'm going to do it, I like the ADP for underdog or even fast draft at that point.
I just Zach and I were talking about it before the show, and what I like about the best ball is that it brings the late round wide receivers back into play in our rookie drafts, because in most of the startups I ended up just drafting, and 3rd and 4th round in lineup leagues, I end up just drafting backup running backs and hoping for injuries, because these 3rd and 4th round rookie wide receivers, they don't get into your lineup, or you can't trust them when you try and put them in your lineup. So
yeah, there's a whole different strategy, and I think that you have to turn off your dynasty brain a little bit, and you have to look into, these guys that are going to hit for a couple weeks, like the Jameson Williams, like these guys, the Quentin
in the
Johnsons,
back end rounds, just guys who might catch a couple passes every once in a while.
yeah, like RJ
Right, the
Harvey,
Trey Harris,
like
Kyle
everybody
Williams,
that
those
Yeah.
guys.
you want like the boom
Deep
weeks,
threats matter, yeah.
You want guys like RJ Harvey jumps in the end zone 3 times and then he doesn't see the end zone for the next 5 or 6 games. But like that's valuable in best ball, and that's the reality. You can go to split backfields. You can take, a Blake Corum or a Rico Dowdle. And
You get 1 or 2 big weeks that can help a lot.
yeah, there's a lot of value. You want to tap running backs early and often because, I think that like you're right, the wide receivers, there's no point in holding on to the amount of wide receivers you normally would in Dynasty and best ball.
But like in a best ball format, a guy like Amon Ra, who's a consistent 20 points a week, doesn't feel quite as valuable to me as even someone like a Jefferson, who's going to jump for like 40 points 3 times a year, but the rest of the weeks he's just below that 20-point threshold. So yeah, the 20 points is good as your baseline, but those 40 points win you those weeks.
True.
Yeah.
The other thing, though, that you can do very well is trade those elite wide receivers.
That's true.
And split them. And then that's where you really can cash in and get 2 or 3 starters. Like if you're able to. I mean,
depth really does matter in a best ball because anybody who goes off for a week jumps in. So
yeah, the key is just to keep as many zeros off your roster.
Yeah.
No backup quarterbacks, very limited handcuff type running backs like Rico Dowdles and Ramondre Stevenson's. Those types are very good actually because they're getting the ball week in and week out. And then when they fall into the end zone, boom, they get into your lineup. So it's nice to have those guys, but not so much the Tank Bigsby's.
Definitely.
Right? So yeah, it's definitely a different format. I like it. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, it just brings those other wide receivers into play that I normally kind of avoid drafting. But otherwise, well, this was a fun one today, guys. I don't know who's going to win.
Well, I'm definitely not winning in 26, but write me down for 29, 30.
Yeah, you definitely went young. I like it, though.
I'm getting Jeremiah Smith, though.
That's what you do. I mean, this is a good example.
I faded running back a little too hard in this one, for sure.
I did, too. I saw a lot of guys going, and I just kept taking receivers in other positions.
Right. But it's called sticking to your plan. You did that. Yeah. You had a plan. You had a direction. And, I mean, you got plenty of young wide receivers here to trade for a running back.
If I need to, absolutely.
And 4 young tight ends, like you'd have plenty
young
of
quarterbacks. Yeah.
Nerd boy. I mean, you got 6 solid wide receivers. You know, if Boston pops, you can trade him. Same with Jaden Reed. So, I mean, you got good flexibility. And Warren, like we talked about, Warren has that ability to just plug in and be solid, right? My squad here, I don't know. I don't love this one. My receivers, I love Devonta Smith and I like Higgins.
I like your running back room.
Yeah, I mean, the running backs would have to carry me.
Your tight ends aren't bad either at the back end.
Yeah, I mean, I got good tight ends here that I can flex in this format, but I would probably end up trying to wheel and deal one at least to get
probably
wide receiver.
I mean, I like the squad. Honestly, there's not a lot of squads. Obviously, a lot of these teams auto drafted, so there's not a lot of like breakdown that is like genuine, you know. But like I think everybody that I see that actually drafted through, I can make a case for a lot of these teams. That's when I look at these guys because your dynasty team is made in the last half of the draft usually.
Yeah.
You know, like
which
you can't really break down. A lot of this is chalk for the first like 9 or 10 picks, especially if there's no trading. Nobody's team looks vastly different for the most part, you know?
Right. If you put it on Dynasty Daddy, it's going to be pretty level across the board, right? But like you said, the difference makers are who hits in rounds 10 through 15, right? Where do you get the pop there? That's those are the types of players. And I don't know that I did that in this draft. I don't love who I grabbed. I love Kittle, getting him there. But, you know, Tua, Barner, Hawkinson, I don't know. I'm not in love with what I got there.
I mean, looking through the teams, there's a couple teams that went heavier at certain positions that later in the draft, they would pick up other assets at other positions to keep themselves stable. Like that 3 quarterback out the gate, that's great for trading, but do you have to pick up other positions as you get to the second half of the draft that we just don't have in a mock? So it's hard to evaluate what that team really looks like.
I'm trying to move it over.
Yeah.
I'd have to move us over to the left, and I know it's going to drop off the screen if I do that one. Oh, there we go. I got it.
All right.
All right. So here's that squad that went QB heavy, jumping on Mahomes in the 3rd round based on value. That's what they did. You know, Hall and Henry is fine in the backfield.
He went with older receivers, instant value. I don't hate it.
No.
It's a very win now roster, though.
Right. And
there's really only one pick in there that I would have done differently if I was going for this win now strategy. So that's the Charbonnet pick because he's probably going to miss the first 12 to 14 weeks.
Yes. Yeah. Charbonnet, I've definitely faded completely off my boards.
It's just too risky with Price there now.
But he's definitely got the 3 hammers at quarterback.
Yeah.
And I'm sure before the season, if he wanted to, he'd be able to trade him. Any of those 3.
He could definitely trade off of one of those guys for receiver or running back or tight end.
Right. Let's see here. Jay Scal, he went with a heavy running back start.
2 tight ends I like.
Yeah. And Nixon Baker at quarterback.
That's a good combo.
Solid. Totally faded wide receiver. So this is one that you can look at here. This is what he ended up with. DJ Moore, Wandell, Sutton, Dobbs. It's not terrible considering he waited so long, but
it'll get by. There's targets in there at least. These are guys that are gonna catch the ball, even if they're not the top guys on their teams necessarily. They're going to catch the ball all year.
Yeah, the targets should be there. So yeah, when you got Bijan, JT, and Kyron to a certain extent, I mean, Kyron still is the lead guy with the Rams. Say what you will about him. I don't love him, but as long as he's healthy, like he's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, I'm incredibly high on Kyron, so I'm probably not the right person to ask. I have him as my Dynasty RB11 right now, which most people have him at like 17. So
yeah, that's around where I have him.
But I have him
him ahead of Kenneth Walker?
No, I have Walker as my RB10.
Quite.
I have him just ahead of Judkins.
Okay.
So
K-Wade. Let's see here. Loaded up at wide receiver.
I definitely like that trio. Plus the conception there too. Yeah, it's a good group of 4.
Yeah, I like this team. I mean, waited on tight end. That's how I usually do it a lot. I'd probably be starting Goddard.
Yeah.
The gate at least. I like this squad. It's pretty solid. All right. Well, it's been fun, boys.
Yes,
I want to say, what do we got going this Thursday? Nerd Boy.
This Thursday, we are doing a mailbag show. So essentially, we are going through our Discord and we are asking all the boys and girls in there to drop any Dynasty questions they have. So essentially, we just go through whatever it is, you know what I mean? Whether it's player value, trades, obviously Sorsby's coming back to school, like questions about that, everything through college, any kind of questions that you could have in your Dynasty leagues, whether it's commissioner based, how to set your league or how to do drafts and this and that, startup help, whatever you guys have, whatever it is, but it's Discord only. So all the people in the Discord are getting their questions in right now. And we're going to just kind of go through that and we're going to have some fun with it.
And if you guys have any questions, you can go ahead and drop them in the comments below if you're watching after this.
Yeah, that's the thing. We're doing live questions too. So anybody that has live questions, and then if you want to get into our Discord, you can DM any one of us. Honestly, like I think all of us are in the Discord. We can link you to any of those and get you added in there so you can ask questions or just get some help in your leagues. There's always trade help or whatever it is, like always stuff going on in there. So definitely an advantage for people, especially if your league mates aren't in there.
Yeah, I mean, I get the Discord questions. They pop up just like my text messages, so I'm seeing them constantly. Zach, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter or Discord if they want, at Dynasty Zach. I'm also in the Discord, and I'll be throwing in some of my own questions that have stumped some of my leagues, at least over the last couple of weeks. So
Zach was a maestro in the league that we just finished. I mean,
I may be pushing the envelope though.
What's that?
I may be pushing the envelope with some of the things I'm asking.
Yeah. Well, Nerd Boy, I'll ask you this because I know what I do in most of my leagues, but Zach's got a question because he only has 2 running backs on his roster. He essentially punted year 1, right? Which we're very familiar with. It's not a new strategy by any means. But do you make it so that you have to? So he has 2 running backs. Does he have to pick up a running back on a bye week for either of those running backs? Essentially,
No, I mean you essentially have to set your lineup, but you're not required to like make moves
Yeah.
to like you
Yeah.
don't have like
Okay.
roster limits or roster must-haves or anything like that. You don't have a set number, so if your players on a bye, there's no requirement to go pick up players
Fair
to
enough. Yeah.
Now,
You
finish
what if
should at
I
something.
least have to roster one quarterback to have in the
You
what
quarterback.
if I
ideally
trade
have
those two running
to.
backs away? Do I have to start a running back?
No, I mean positional avoidance is like one of the best ways to punt in a dynasty. Like you can't dictate how somebody runs the waiver wire, but like the idea is that you still have to set a lineup every week. One way or the other. That's pretty like in my bylaws. It's saying set a lineup and
Yep.
never sitting your studs. So like obviously, if you have like a JSN, you're not gonna like be able to sit them in my league to take a loss or to not have as many points because I count bench points. I do all that. But it's
Yeah.
also win losses are important.
Yeah.
Like you could be the reason why a team makes it to the playoffs or why a team doesn't make it to the playoffs. So, you do have to set a lineup, but like you're not required to go pick up players to do that.
Yeah. Fair enough. I like it.
I like
All
Dan's
right.
idea.
Well, there you have it. What do we got? What about Sion Vaki? Yeah, no.
I love Sion Vaki, just not this year
He
or
is
next
a
year
baller.
or the year after that.
He is a good football player. I'll say
I
that.
mean,
But
like there was a world he had to fall right. There was a world where he could have been a Isaiah Pacheco or somebody that was
He ended up on the right team. Yeah.
completely irrelevant. Like I think did he though? Like the Lions? I mean,
He
I
had a
don't know.
chance, and then he lost that chance.
He had to fall onto a team that had nobody. Like playing behind Gibbs and Montgomery, like there
It's
was
tough.
you need a team that is wide open. You need to go on Minnesota Vikings or something.
Yes. All right. Well, I want to thank you all for joining tonight. And remember to never stop working. And I'll see if I can hit the outro video correctly.
Oh man, there is an outro video now. Chris,
I hit
I
it.
gotta manage this for you. Did you add it?
I hit outro. I don't know do I have to hit
You're
end
still-
stream and then
You're
it'll
still
go to
live. You're still live. You set up the outro, so we're still live right now. Everyone's listening.
Yeah, everybody's here.
Incredible.
You have to hit end stream
There we
and then
go.
play outro and end stream. So you're gonna play it again.
Okay. I
Never
have the
letting you-
outro selected.
All right, I'm gonna do it.